Jaqueline Goj. This one's fun. I have way too many text messages to put up, and I'm going to explain why you're only getting the last section. And if you test it, Jacqueline, you know all the things that you would say, and the 5 to 6 page paragraphs that I would wake up to, and I finally had to block your number so I didn't have to wake up and just not read them because I thought that was rude. So if they weren't delivered on your end, I thought it was easier. So let's start. How do we start? Oh, she started her accusations against me with the same people that supported me in the Mo allegations. It's funny how quick people change, isn't it? It's crazy. So let's start at the beginning, the very beginning. I reached out to Jacqueline on Twitter because she had supported me throughout the whole Mo thing. So if you go back and you see her ragging on Mo and talking me up. And when she got hammered at the Ring of Honor Las Vegas event and was ridiculed on Twitter about it, I reached out and said, hey, Twitter can be vicious. If you need somebody to talk to, like, you'll overcome this. And I should have told her, you probably won't overcome this because it's 2021 and all the accusations against me are being believed because of Mo. Now, I am disproving every last claim. I am guilty of sending a dick picture, yes. And I've said that since the start. But Caitlin even said, you said sorry right away. So do you see where I'm going? I became a target because even though I won the lawsuit and it was kind of like, we hate Elgin, but we'll let him wrestle on Impact and do this and do that. The second another accusation was made, everybody was going to pile on. And if you don't think after watching all these videos that that's not the fucking case, get your fucking head checked. Because I want every wrestling media outlet to just push these. Interview me, talk to me, because if you're watching this and saying anything different, you're fucking crazy. And it made me, you know what? I 100% messed up my marriage. I'm going to cover that too. And I wish I hadn't. Because God forbid, the one normal woman that I have met in my life, and I let her down. And I'm devastated because of that. But anyway, so we talk via Twitter. And then I'm in Calgary for CWE in April of 2019. It's the first show, and I'm in Calgary. And I reached out to her because I remembered that she lived there. I was like, oh, are you going to come to the show? And she goes, I had no clue you were in town. Me and Carissa are going to come. Wonderful. Perfect. So they come to the show. They bring some meals because they were working for like a meal prep place. I thought, this is awesome. Thank you so much. They were very sweet. And very, very sweet. And then I invite them over to the after party because if they just come to the show, bring me meals, that's kind of rude, right? So we go to the after party. Me and Jimmy Jacobs sit with them. We're talking, we're having fun. We go play pool. Then Jacqueline offers to drive me to the hotel. I say, okay. I go ask Danny for the name of the hotel. He gives it to me. I tell her, she says this is an unsafe part of town. And that her family owns a duplex. And her and mom and dad in her 30s, yeah, I'm done being nice, live on one side and the other side is open. It's vacant. I can come. I ask if I can bring company. She says yes. I asked Jimmy Jacobs. He says he can't. I go alone. This was probably the worst mistake. No, it was a pretty bad mistake. But anyway, so we go to her house. She brought me these meals, so I'm ready to eat and shower. I eat, we sit down to talk, and we're talking all friendly. And she's like, you're not very talkative. You're not doing this. You're not doing that. I was like, I'm kind of afraid of people now. She goes, yeah, I get that. That was a lot of bullshit with Mo, and I talk about the Vegas thing. And she tells me that she went through something similar with the Calgary Flames. And I believe her until I've found out what really happened with the Calgary Flames. So, you investigators out there, do your due diligence and investigate. And if you think I'm lying, you're going to see the proof. As I said, I've shown you proof against everything that's being said about me. So she got fired from the Calgary Flames for being a terrible human being. But regardless, we're sitting on the couch, and then she all of a sudden lies down and puts her head on my lap. I'm like, okay, fair enough. Then she kisses me. She claims that I kissed her, but she started leading up and I kissed her. So I guess I kind of did. But anyway, we're talking, we're chatting. I say, look, I'm tired. I got to meet Danny at the gym first thing in the morning. Okay, I'll make the bed for you. You can shower and get in. I go in the shower. I come out and she's naked in the bed. So would that be sexual harassment had the roles been reversed? Probably, right? I mean, I could be facing social media outrage because if I did that. And I mean, I'm not saying I said no, but at the time, she wasn't the typical woman that I would be into. But I thought, she's been very nice, very sweet, absolutely. I'll hop in bed and see what happens. So we have sex. Then she drops me off at the gym, and we're texting back and forth. And as I said, at this point, I think she's a sweetheart. We'll talk. We talk. Then I think we're in Red Deer, somewhere far. And she's like begging to drive to come see me. And at this point, I don't mind talking, but like take our time to see each other again. But she's begging to come. Then the next city, she's like, I'll drive there if you want me to. And I wanted to relax. Now she'll say it's because I was sleeping with somebody on the tour. I was not. Was I flirting with somebody on the tour? 100% was I flirting with somebody on the tour. But she had a boyfriend at the time. And she was flirting with me too. She was also made out with another wrestler, Robin something, on that tour. But not me. We didn't kiss. We didn't anything. The last night we cuddled a little bit. But regardless. So then Jackie is like texting me all this stuff, and she's texting sexual, and I'm telling her I don't feel comfortable. Like I don't want to text sexual things to you because you can just turn it around and use it against me. It's done it before. And the typical response, just like my ex-fiance, I would never do that to you. But the second she had the chance, she tried to make people believe that I was abusive. Okay, all right. I get it. And we keep talking and we keep talking. I can't get nothing out of you. This was like a game, all this kind of stuff, right? So then she wants to hang out again. Okay, no problem. She comes to Philly. I warn her because she said I can go to New Japan in New York or I'll come to Impact in Philly to hang out with you. I said, I'm going to warn you beforehand. I get up early in the morning to do cardio. I'll eat breakfast, then I'll work out, and then we have to be in the building at like 11:30 because it's a TV taping. So anybody in wrestling, TV tapings are long days. Boring days, but long days. So I won't be able to see you till after the event. No problem, that's okay. If I see you for an hour, I'll be happy. Awesome. So we hang out. 2 days in a row we hang out. I thought we had a great time. And then 2 days later, I get a text. You're such an asshole. You should have gave me more time, blah, 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 blah. And I say, where is this coming from? I explained to you. I did not have a lot of time. No, you should have gave me more time. I said, look, we don't have to do this. If you feel that I didn't give you the right amount of time, we're done. Okay. 2 days later, I get another text, and it's an apology. Carissa told me that when she flew out to see a guy before, he made her breakfast and he did this and did that, but I've realized now that she's just jealous because I found somebody and she's single right now and I really care for you and your job is different than everybody else's, so you're more busy. Her words, not mine. And oh my goodness. There's just too much to talk about. So then I gave her another shot, and I guess I shouldn't have, because then it was, are we going to date again? blah, 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 blah. And I would literally wake up. And I mean, I'd have to scroll. And the first couple times I was like, oh, this is really sweet. And it's things like, again, I'm not going to go into too detail because unless something drastic happens, I'm not going to show these ones because they are embarrassing, some of them. But it's every guy I've ever been with cheated on me and used me for money, and I've only slept with X amount of people, and I have a bunch of wrestling friends and never slept with them. You're so different, all this kind of stuff, right? So I'm listening and I'm falling for it like a fucking idiot. And these long things, you know what I mean? And it's funny because I keep telling you that it's easy to blame somebody when they're in the public eye if you've had issues in the past. And I have proven. Mo accused me and Sean Orleans, but she had released all these statements about all these other people. My ex-fiance, you saw the messages. I'm not used to relationships. I'm not this, and that. All confirmed what I'm saying. But nobody's fucking listening. I hope this makes you listen. So she's telling me that the way she's acting with me is because of everybody in her past and blah, 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 on and so forth. And I mean long things. And I end up blocking her number when I go to sleep because I cannot read them anymore. Like I just can't. It's too much. It's long stuff, and I get that she's being vulnerable with me, but like there's a fucking limit to it. You know what I mean? Like a real limit. And she keeps pushing for a relationship, and I say, look, not right now. Like we tried this. Let's move forward slow. Okay, but are you gonna FaceTime me on my birthday? Sure. What day is that? She tells me. I go, okay. I have responsibilities with Jax that day. And the second he goes to sleep, I will FaceTime you. Okay, no problem. And then she's drunk and she's texting me, when are you gonna FaceTime me? When are you gonna FaceTime me? She's ringing up my phone. And I said, Jax is not asleep. Once he's asleep, I will fucking FaceTime you. And then what happens? You fucking asshole, it's my fucking birthday and you won't even give me a fucking call, blah, 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 blah. What? Where's this coming from? I told you as soon as Jax goes to sleep, it's Vegas. There's a 3-hour fucking time difference. It's not the end of the world if I don't call you at 7 p.m. fucking Vegas time. Or 8 p.m. Whatever. Or even, it might even been 9 p.m. Vegas time. But if you're so worried that I haven't called you because I'm staying up with Jax, and in 2019, Jax was only 4. And up until about halfway through he's 5. Does not all sleep all the time. And if you ask my ex-wife, he has some nights where he doesn't go to bed early and he doesn't stay in bed. So, whatever. So she's yelling about that. Then I end it again. And this time I'm fucking done with her. And then I start seeing this other girl pretty regularly. And then still talking to Jackie. Yes, that was wrong of me. I agree. And don't fucking get on my case about cheating. Because did anybody try to cancel Lita when she cheated on Matt Hardy with Edge? Did anybody go up in arms about Kelly Klein when BJ Whitmer released a statement about her cheating? No, you didn't try to cancel them, but I saw you railroad fucking Tyson Dukes for liking some sex. But why? Equality, right? So, now I know I'm getting angry and I'm talking a lot, but these things are very frustrating because nobody will listen to me. And I try to be nice, and I'm like, look, this girl's nice, and this girl's sweet. And I said it for how long when Alex was running me down in the dirt sheets. You can ask anybody I've ever talked to. Even the video I put up. I said, I'm sorry you feel this way, but I'm going to remember the good times. It made me sick to watch that after she pulled the shit recently, and that's why I released the other one and deleted that one. Sick to my stomach that I was still trying to care and hold on to this woman. But, okay, see? Getting off track. But this is about Jacqueline. So then she's like, well, when are we going to date? My large cock saint, when are we going to date? And yeah, that's what she called me. So when we date, I said, look, if we're going to date, I will ask in person. Let's hang out and make sure that none of this shit's going to happen. And then she'd be like, well, what's going to make you date me? And I would joke around. I was like, nothing's going to make me date you. I said we want to like make sure that this is going to be cool instead of how it has been. She's like, I know, it's just every guy in my past has been an asshole, and I'm just not used to this, and it sounds similar, right? It's like, fuck, if anybody ever says that to me again, I'm running. Even if they're in my house, they say that shit to me, they can fucking have the house. I'm getting away from them. Because god damn it, now, why didn't I pick up on the signs? Us men are stupid sometimes, I'll tell you. So, this, that. She goes, well, what if I do this? I go, so you think doing anal is going to make me want to be your boyfriend? And you be my girlfriend? Like, yeah, only girlfriends do anal, right? And all this kind of stuff. And I said, I will ask you in person. Now, she says I dangled a relationship in front of her. And if you want to say dangle, because I said, let's see in person how it goes, because every time we've been in person, it's been good. So what happens if we see each other in person and then we start dating and then she goes home and her friend Clarissa comes out and goes, you're dating him again? He doesn't give you enough time. See where I'm coming from? So all this stuff is being said. She's saying she's not friends with Clarissa anymore, which baits me into talking to her more because she's blaming all of her issues on Clarissa. So, are you guys still friends? I bet you are, because you tried to railroad me. But does she know all the shit you talked about her to me? Does she know that you blamed every issue we had on her because she was single and jealous? And your mom told you that that's why she was causing problems and that I'm such a great guy and that's why you reached out to me when she passed away? Do you remember all this, Jaqueline? Because the shit you've said to people behind my back and the shit that you tried to stir up in the DMs and the shit you said during the speaking out movement is enough. And I'm fucking fighting back. And I did text all of our stuff is privilege, which means I could come after you for a lawsuit anyway because I knew you were trying to stir up shit. Because people told me. See? Getting worked up. I'm getting sick of this shit because nobody fucking believes me. So all this is happening. And she just keeps going. She even tells me how much she cares about me after the first accusations online, and I'm sorry, and you're a large cock saint, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to show you all those texts. Because it's funny how she can say something online and then still give me shit. So I'm going to put up those texts. And Jaqueline, if you didn't say that everything was Clarissa's fault, and you didn't tell me that you weren't friends with her, and all these other things, be careful. Because I know you guys are friends now, and I know she's going to watch this. She might even comment again. But am I talking shit? Did you not blame the mishap in Philly on her? Or Vegas on her? So I'm going to show those messages. And it's funny, you know, a friend of mine, Snack, right? I'm sure you know him on Twitter. He's a good dude. Lives close by. He was fucking giving me the shit, right? Like just giving me shit because Jaqueline's trying to stir everything up. And I say, dude, you don't know who you're dealing with. I'm telling you. Yeah, you're an asshole. A couple months later, he apologizes because she's done what she did to me and probably every other guy she's ever talked to or dated. Blamed him for her being stuck at home during COVID in Canada. So, am I lying? And then, through our text messages, she tells me that Danny Duggan tells her I called her fat. Her own words. Guess what Danny Duggan has to say? That you told him, I told you he called you fat. And I did, because I wanted to see this game. I'm smarter than you, Jaqueline. You tried to work people up with fake messages. But let's see how this fucking goes.